Good morning, welcome to a morning review. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. Okay, looking at actually starting with the Aussie dollar here, and yesterday we pretty much ended up bouncing eventually off the previous lows there from let's just check out the date there, the 18th there. So we sort of bounced off those the 18th lows. There is the potential, we've got a new monthly pivot now, there's the potential that we run up to these quite early in the month. It's sort of already had a bit of a tester of doing so, but well, it's finding a bit of a problem at the moment. Looking from a 60-minute point of view, I think if we see a break of this sort of downward trend line here, I would be looking at the potential. Needs some momentum behind it though to run it up. It's got some decent distance there, so there is the possibility. It's certainly fully in a day's range. It's just whether or not you can do it. Likewise though, there is a trend line sort of running across the bottoms here, and if it starts failing running down there, I'll run it down towards its daily S1 there, or certainly yesterday's lows initially, then the daily S1, and we know we've got those prior lows at what was it, 75.62. So 75.62, well that's just below that sort of S1 area. So as I say, if it sells off, continues selling off, breaks my trend line there, I will be joining the short side, but at the moment it's consolidating. Just have to wait. Okay, start off now. Get back to the euro, and again, good potential. Monthly pivot just literally above, so good potential of that being hit. It's got 21 sitting there as well, so possible decent resistance at that level. If it just needs a little bit more of a shove up towards it. Also got the daily R1 above there, so I do like that sort of area as a potential target this morning. Just need to get really above the 50 moving, the hourly 50 moving average there. If we can break above that, then to me it looks like it's a reasonable chance of getting up there. With just one little bit of one 500 moving average sitting in the way on the way there, but that should be fine. Okay, so we'll look on a break of the 50 MA. We'll be looking for the long side, at least up to the R1 area, maybe a bit more of a bounce. Right, okay, and the pound dollar, trying to get back into that consolidation phase, which it's been sitting in for a long time. It's really struggling around the pound. Yesterday ended up with a spinning top there, which good in itself. It's a bit of a reversal candle. We have got again the monthly pivots. I like them when they get hit quite early in the month. There's a reasonable probability of this happening. We're just looking, I mean, it looks like there's a nearer term trend line, which it's this sort of near-term trend line where it's run up to and fouled into at the moment, but there's the possibility if that gets broken for us to run up towards that sort of area. Looking from a 60-minute point of view here, we've got the R1 above us, not quite yet hit either, so back through the weekly pivot, a bit more of an ask for cable to actually reach that sort of level in a day. 100 points more from where we are at the moment. It's already moved up 50 of those points. Normal range, well, so it's a possibility in these current markets, but certainly if it starts pushing up in that direction, I'll be looking to join the move. It may have already started. Found its support on the 100 moving average, which may be sufficient for it to run up there. Okay, finally the dollar yen. So dollar yen's already caught. Oh no, it's just shy of the monthly pivot. It certainly looks from a daily perspective like it's hit it on here, but a shorter time frame would suggest slightly otherwise. Yeah, it's just short of that daily pivot there. So. But we're in this sort of consolidation phase. It's good to pull out on this trend line and look at where we are. If it can break, really, with the yen again, you sort of end up with this sort of tight sort of range we're sitting in. We've been sitting in it for a few days now. If we can break out and push up above, well, this has got some potential for a bit more movement. It's struggling either way at the moment. Now, if the other currencies were to be moving up, the yen should in real terms be rolling over, so it may struggle to get up towards the pivot, but at the moment it's doing fine. It's been working almost opposite at times, so there is a reasonable chance it could run up and catch up pivot previous highs there. Now it's already hit the S1, so hasn't quite hit the daily pivot yet either, so as I say, good possibility of it running up to there. If it comes into that sell area, that may be as far as it gets there, so we'll look at the potential on the shorter time frames to possibly just run that up there. Okay, that's it for me. Now, news-wise today, we've got the UK manufacturing PMI figures at 9:30. Now, these do create a bit of volatility, normally around about 20 or so pips. ADP non-farm payrolls at 1:15. Now that's become as useful as chocolate teapot. There's no real significant moves that come from that these days. However, in this current market with the volatility it's kicking around, as we saw yesterday with UK news, we suddenly saw quite a spike. So there's the possibility. I'm not ruling anything out in these markets. And then later on at 1500 hours, we've got the 3 o'clock 3 p.m. UK British summertime. We've got the ISM manufacturing PMI, so slightly less significant normally than the effect that we see in the UK, but all the same in this current environment we are seeing some more volatility around some of these moves, so well worth watching for. Okay, that's it for me. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.